What'd you make of that fight, Eddie, against Pitbull and Rolly?
I'm not really sure how Rolly ever became a world champion, to be honest with you, but fair play to him. I mean, and you have to respect him. Like, he made his money, like, he got it. And the one thing you can't deny about Rolly, he's got plenty of heart. I mean, he got absolutely battered. He never actually went.
That was a crazy fight. That was a barn.
Did Rolly come back from that, Jenny?
Huh?
Did Rolly come back from that?
He took a beating a little bit at the. He took a little beating, but I think they stopped in time, so they kind of saved just.
After defeating Rolly Romero by spectacular knockout, Isaac Cruz has addressed Romero's accusations of cheating during their much-anticipated fight. Cruz, who is renowned for his hard-hitting, aggressive style of boxing, put Romero on the mat with a remarkable performance that caused a stir both inside and outside the ring. Romero expressed his complaints following the bout, claiming that Cruz had used foul play and casting doubt on the validity of Cruz's win. Since then, Romero's allegations of cheating have sparked discussion among supporters, analysts, and other fighters. Many have expressed doubts about the veracity of his charges. Romero's allegations of cheating have been sharply refuted by Isaac Cruz, who says his success came from training hard and having better boxing skills. Cruz stressed that he had done a lot of homework before the bout and had a well-defined plan of attack when he stepped into the ring on bout night. But here is what Oscar De La Hoya had to say about it.
Rollies, you dumbass, getting knocked out. Focus on your opponents instead of focusing on me. God damn it. All other fighters, learn from Rollies. Don't talk shit about promoters. There's only 3 of us in the world.
Romero's claims have been rejected by Cruz's side as unfounded and an attempt to divert attention away from his loss. They have cited the knockout video and the referee's call to end the bout as convincing proof of Cruz's superiority and the impartiality of the match's post-fight proceedings. Rolando Romero expressed his ideas and created a moving message that encapsulated his feelings and life's journey. He claimed that he had entered the fight with the intention of showcasing his heart and abilities to the world. He felt that he had done so on Saturday night, since he never once lost consciousness or was knocked out, and the referee had to intervene to keep him from losing, because he was a fearless man with cold balls of steel who wanted to fight to the very end. In closing, he reaffirmed the importance of the community in his path and expressed his gratitude to Amazon Prime PBC, his team sponsors, and his supporters. Romero made a pledge. I swear, the best of them echoing the chorus of endorsements, that I will return stronger than ever to further demonstrate to myself and my doubters that I belong at the pinnacle of the sport. Floyd Mayweather's proud gesture for Romero was well received by the boxing community. Rolando Romero was given direction by Floyd Mayweather, who illuminated a way ahead. In addition to paying tribute to Romero, his Instagram message provided a clear path for the future. Rate your head high, Mayweather advised. In less than 18 fights, without any prior amateur experience, and with only 14 years of overall fighting experience, you have accomplished the incredible feat of becoming a 2-time world champion. I am so proud of you for this journey we call life. It's a game where you will win and lose, but remember that everyone loses sometimes, including myself, so remember to get back up when someone tries to knock you down. Get back up, stay loyal to who you are, and realize how far you've come in the days leading up to the showdown. Romero was all bluster, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not deliver when the moment of truth came. Romero was unable to match Pitbull Cruz's unrelenting intensity. Rolly Romero made waves in August 2020 when he defeated Jackson via controversial unanimous decision, even though many fans thought he wasn't deserving of the win. After this contentious fight, Romero was able to emerge victorious. Romero entered the ring twice in 2021 and emerged victorious in May 2022 via TKO in the 27th round. Rolly Romero took center stage for his historic bout with boxing prodigy Tank. With a crisp performance, Davis Romero showed off his skills and dominated the early rounds. Nevertheless, his hopes of winning were dashed in the 6th round when he was defeated by a powerful counter left-hand shot. Romero may have lost in the ring, but after his loss against Tank, Rolly's reputation reached unprecedented heights. When Davis, the outspoken fighter Romero, challenged Ismail for the WBA championship title, he made the audacious decision to step up to the 140-pound class and compete for the vacant WBA super lightweight world title. Romero was felled by Barroso's accurate left-hand strike in the 3rd round, putting him in a dangerous position. Romero overcame this setback and continued to fight through the round. But in the 9th round, he turned the tables with a strong left hook that was quickly followed by a strong downward push that knocked Barroso to the canvas and gave Romero an important knockdown. Barroso got up from his chair, and as the fight continued, Romero pushed forward at a breakneck speed, forcing Barroso into an awkward corner one after the other. Romero launched a flurry of blows, most of which were unsuccessful in finding its mark. Referee Tony Weeks stepped in and declared the bout over after a hard-fought fight to earn the WBA's super lightweight world title. Rolly Romero prepared for Isaac Cruz, his first ever title defense. The much-awaited showdown was scheduled to be the co-main event of the first ever PBC pay-per-view event that could only be viewed on Amazon Prime. Pitbull wasted little time in starting the first fight, firing a furious torrent of overhand rights and lefts that pushed forward. However, most of Cruz's blows were missed. Romero was caught off guard by a well-timed counter left-hand shot from Cruz in the final seconds of the opening round, which changed everything. Romero's knees buckled as the 7th round was about to conclude. Pitbull Cruz aggressively assumed command, moving closer to Rolly Romero and launching a barrage of blows. Cruz maintained his momentum into the 8th round, landing a barrage of strong strikes that made Romero unable to protect himself. Finally, the referee stepped in and gave Cruz the victory. Romero gave it his all, but he was unable to stop Cruz's unrelenting attack. Now that the bout is over, attention is focused on Romero's next move and what awaits him following this loss. With a lineup that included talented players like Ryan Garcia, Subriel Matias, Lopez, and Devin Haney. One of the most packed weight classes in boxing is the super lightweight division, which weighs 140 pounds. Romero is a strong fighter, but does he have the skill and ring IQ needed to compete against any of the top 10 opponents in this division? Romero could decide to make another go at the 140-pound class, possibly in a championship match. By taking on a fellow fighter who has just suffered a loss, Rolly Romero and Regis Prograis would make for an interesting fight. Alternatively, Romero may think about putting on 7 pounds of muscle and moving up to the welterweight class, which has fewer opponents. Romero might look into testing the 140-pound class once more, maybe taking on a fellow fighter looking to get back on track following a setback. Imagine the exciting contrast of styles that could result from a fight between Rolly Romero and Regis Prograis. Alternatively, Romero might decide to put on 7 pounds of muscle and go up to the comparatively uncrowded welterweight division, which would create fresh opportunities for him in his career. Meanwhile, few championship wins in 2024 had the same lasting impact as Isaac Pitbull Cruz's victory in Las Vegas. He defeated Rolando Romero, a man who is frequently seen with mixed feelings, with a commanding 8th-round victory, which further increased Cruz's appeal. Cruz, who grew up in Mexico City's colorful streets, won the WBA Junior Welterweight Championship with a dominant performance. He wouldn't offer Romero even a small breathing room, letting loose relentless pressure from the first bell until, following the fight, he consummately clinched the deal with a magnificent conclusion. Cruz declared, "I was ready for this. I came to finish him off and force him to eat everything, not simply to fight. I am not here just as a very dangerous fighter," he declared. Even the well-known boxer Claressa Shields agreed with ISU boxer Kamal Ali Smith when he stated that the judge in question ought to be barred from boxing. "C. King is absurd." In response to the post, unchallenged middleweight champion Shields also blasted the judge. "How about corrupt, man?" What leads Shields and Ali Smith to believe this? It is the result of Cruz's unwavering command of the fight's tempo from the beginning. This set the stage for the fight, which was first defense since winning the title. The year of victory is over. Isaac Cruz continued to dominate, reaching a pivotal moment when he stopped Rolly in spite of the judge's unanimous decision to side with Rolly. This caused a great deal of controversy when the Cruz vs. Ryan match scorecard was revealed after the match. The numbers between the two judges' tallies, which favored Cruz with scores of 63-69 and 65-468, stunned the onlookers. Chris Flores, who scored 66-65 in favor of Rolly, voiced a different opinion. Zappa, 34, is known for his explosiveness and is a previous two-division champion entering Regis. The agent for Smith understands the danger of signing on with ESPN Regis program Grace fights really well. That fight sounds like so much fun. We stand in for Regis as well, but that would only highlight Dalton Smith's skill set and leave many significant fights unfinished. Let's see. so fans and commentators are still debating the events of the Cruz versus Romero battle and making predictions about possible future bouts. The conversations are still at an early stage. The sport's ongoing popularity and the competitors' unwavering spirit are demonstrated by the drama, controversy, and overwhelming brilliance on exhibit. That concludes today's video.